it's Ashley, and I am coming to you from a rainy day in Albuquerque where I sound like Phoebe Buffay trying to sing Smelly Cat in her sexy cold voice because your girl is under the weather. Ugh. Yeah, so I wanted to make a video today because I sound like this, obviously. Why wouldn't I want to share this with the world? No, because my last video that I made for you guys, that was kind of like unedited stream of consciousness like this one, y'all gave me really great feedback. Actually just gave me a lot of feedback. Some of it great, some of it was like, well, that's why I'm making the video in the first place. I just wanted to follow up to that and go through a little bit more about things that I'm running into now, even just a week after filming that video. Give you guys an update on that and some other things that are going on with my candle business that I'm running into outside of being sick, which is actually kind of something that I wanted to mention, because when you are an entrepreneur or small business owner and you're sick, it is so hard, especially if you don't have employees, which I do not. It is just so hard to keep the wheels on. And yeah, so even taking like a full day yesterday on bed rest, basically, because I was just miserable. I mean, I gave you guys my, like, I fell asleep like this hair. I mean, I even kind of tried to straighten it out a little bit with like my like 2000s straightener effect. We're going to tuck that back. I don't know why I just said that. Yes. So I don't even know what my point was. Oh, my point is that it is so hard to like keep all the wheels on the bus. And then you have a sick day and it's like, holy shit, I was already way behind before that. So here I am and wanted to give you guys some things that I'm working on. So it is June, end of June, headed into July. And as I mentioned in another video about my pricing issues and the biggest mistakes that I've been making, get away 2000s. I wanted to circle back, let you know just where things are and where things are going. Like I really know. But so where things are right now is, I'll just tell you guys, I went on Flaming Candles website because they have prices that are a little bit more affordable than Wood & Wick Company, which is what I usually use. And I wasn't loving the holiday selection of Wood & Wick Company because I am actually working on all things holiday. And don't take this as like, oh my God, I'm already behind, I should be working on holiday. No, take this as I've already released a lot of new scents this year. And I think my game plan going into the next couple of months is to retrain my customers' brains, and that I'm not going to be releasing a new scent every month or every couple of months, which is what has been happening since January. What I am going to do is really focus on the products that I have, really focus on why those candles are the best, maybe eliminate some of the scents that I thought would do good that didn't do good, and get back to like I call it the OGs, so my original gangsters of like my lineup. So I want to have 6 original scents, but for holiday, I want to do it really big, and I really want to focus on talking to my wholesale accounts ahead of time. So the way I've been doing it now is I release a new scent. My wholesalers kind of get that information either through me directly or through social media, as most of them follow me. And they're like, hey, we want to add that to our next order. So what I want to do is really come up with my holiday line ahead of time for them and for me. I'll release it, and then I will release it to them probably a week or so later, or at least have their stuff available, because I want people to buy from me first, because again, margins. So if you haven't watched that video of my biggest mistake and wondering why I'm kind of rattling off like this or look like a mess or am just sporting Ohio today, I am originally from Ohio. I love Ohio, even though I live in the desert. The brain fog is real, you guys. Anyway, so I got a bunch of scents from Flaming Candle Company. I just kind of went on. I think I spent like $45. It all adds up, man. But I went on and I got a bunch of their 1 ounce samples. I'm so sad because I feel like everything Christmas just either smells like a cinnamon bomb just like smacked you across the face like a bitch slap, or it's so like damn synthetic that I'm just like, I feel like I'm smelling chemicals. And this isn't a knock to Flaming Candle. I have one or two from other places and I just don't love them. I want to love them. What am I missing? So if you guys have really good fall or winter scents that you guys like, I mean, one of these I think I bought was like flannel. I mean, I don't know if I was just like on my way to being sick when I bought it, but why did I think flannel would smell good? I don't know. And they gave me a free one, which smells really good. It's like Pink Sands. Well, like I can smell anything right now anyway, but this reminds me of like Bath and Body Works. I don't think I would make this, but it smells good. So if you guys have any that you really like, if you could just like drop a hint to your girl in the comments below, that would be wonderful. I mean, I can't really smell anything right now anyway, but whew, I want to clear the sinuses. Anyway, you don't need to like see this rant about me right now, but I just wanted to share that. I'm working on it. That's my strategy going into holiday. If you have really good strategies on, you know, whether you're a candle maker or not, I think I make this channel pretty inclusive. Obviously, candles are the topic because that's what I'm rolling through right now. But I would love your guys' insight and feedback on what has worked for you if you're a seasoned candle maker, what has worked for you if you like have really tore up the holiday season and just made it your own. I wanted to say something else, but I won't. So, okay, so I also wanted to go into, outside of just this shitstorm of a mess that I have, guys, I don't even know. I wanted to go into what I'm kind of feeling after getting the comments and feedback from you guys last week when I sent out the biggest mistakes video. So just to catch you guys up, I'm really in just kind of like a rock and a hard place right now with my pricing. My margins are poo-poo and I am just kind of struggling with like what's next. And I went into candle making first as a hobby and first as like not really taking myself seriously as a business, and then went full steam ahead of like I am a business, and now I'm feeling like I'm having to like fill in the blanks that I kind of skipped over. It's all my own fault, obviously. Can't pass the buck on that one. And yeah, so I'm sharing this with you guys because, and in the comments of the last video, I realized that a lot of you are in the same boat, which is wonderful to know that you're not alone, but also not wonderful when it's like a bad thing and you're all trying to like figure it out and like find your life vest and, you know, I don't even know what the ship is called. That's like the dinghy, trying to get on the dinghy to like get back to safety or something like that. If I messed that up, I'm sorry. So one of the things that I wanted to share was that a lot in the comments, people had said like, well, have you considered like buying bulk or buying wholesale or anything like that? And so I ran a couple numbers and I wanted to let you guys know, I absolutely love a good deal. So obviously I primarily buy from Wood & Wick. I use their perks. So I try and get $25 off at any chance that I can. I wait for sales. I do all the things I feel like that I should be doing. And so I think that the lowest price I've gotten my Aura vessels at was like $375 maybe. And that was like magical numbers that I got maybe around like January of 2021. I think I purchased like a $5,000 order from Wood & Wick. That was a ton of tins, a ton of Aura vessels. The problem is that I do white and black. So they don't give a price discount on your order as a whole. They give it on the quantity of color and size, if that makes sense. So I think my Aura vessels, the lowest I've gotten is $375. So that shaves like $1.20 off of the original price that you see on the website if you go there right now, just buy one. So that's good. I mean, $3.75 is way better than $4.95. However, $3.75 is still pretty high to be spending on a vessel. So, because then if I go and I do my margins, so let's say that if I was doing traditionally like times 4, which everyone like repeated in the comments in that video, and it just cracked me up. It's like, no, I'm aware of like where I should be. That's not my problem. My problem is that my margins are just too high, and anyway, I digress, and I don't mean to sound like passive aggressive about that, or just aggressive. Maybe that was aggressive. I don't know. But let's bring it together. If my vessel is, let's say, $4, and then I'm timesing that by 4, that's $16. That's just markup in a vessel. And that feels wasted. I would rather have the markup available in the fragrance oil because it's badass. Or, I don't know, because it's wooden wick, or the marketing, or the branding, or, you know, anything else besides just like a glass container that's spray painted black. So my point is, I swear I have a point. My point is, I get it. I know where I need to be. And I know a lot of you have a lot of insight in regards to this is where you should be. So just raise your prices. But I think I expressed this in the last video, and I really want to express it in this one. When I started really taking this seriously of I'm going to make a candle business, my price point is exactly where I'm at. That's where I wanted to be in the market. That's where I want to be on shelves. And it's not to say that $60 luxury candles aren't wonderful or that I couldn't sell it at that. It's just I don't want to. Because here's the deal, guys. I counted the other day. I have 29 candles in my house right now that are not mine. Don't tell my husband. Actually, tell my husband. I don't care. 29 candles. That might be a problem, by the way, but I have 29 candles in my house, and most of them I spent probably an average of like $12 on. Now that's Home Goods, that's Target, I don't do Bath & Body Works. I think that stuff scarred me from freaking warm vanilla sugar of like the age of 10. Ugh, garbage. And no, Bath & Body Works is not garbage. I really like their hand soap. I just don't like their candles. And that was even before I became a candle maker. I digress. I cannot stay on topic. That's why I can't do these videos, you guys, because I'm like a balloon just floating in the air. Anyway, I have a crap ton of candles in my house, and I can guarantee you the one that I spent the most money on was Voluspa from Anthropologie. It's my favorite candle ever. It's the dark purple one, and it's beautiful, and it's the most I've ever spent on a candle. I think it was like $42, and I like saved up for that. Not really, but it took a little bit of emotional healing when I left to not have buyer's remorse, but it's my favorite candle. I call it the Queen candle because I only burn it on special occasions, like if, for instance, maybe the Queen would happen to show up at my house, or I've actually like cleaned the whole house and people are coming over for I don't even know what because COVID ruined all of that, but it's the Queen candle. You know what I'm saying? It's a Queen. So I don't want to have a $42 candle. I don't want to have a $52 candle. I don't want to have a $69 candle. I just don't. I don't want to have, buy 2 candles for $100. Like, that's not my jam. That's not my thing. I wouldn't buy it. And so I consider myself my target audience and people that are like me, that like candles, but don't want to break the bank, but like good quality. That's where I'm at. And so I think the like $30 range is where I need to live. So buying bulk, I have done as much as I can because I'm still working out of my home. The entire side of my garage is filled up with vessels. I ordered 1,000 Aura vessels split between 2 colors, 1,000 tins split between 2 colors at the beginning of 2021. I have already reordered since then. I'm doing the best that I can with capacity and bulk ordering. I think that that's all I had to say about that. A lot of you have reached out and shared good insight along, like looking at Alibaba. I'm just still not on that train. Every time I go to that website, I just feel like it's like a used car salesman just kind of like getting at me, and it doesn't feel authentic or genuine or real 90% of the time. I'm sure I'm wrong. I know that there's been a lot of good experiences, but what I am looking for is a place where I can work with a manufacturer to get quotes and prototypes for vessels that I can use from here on out. That's where I'm at. And I probably won't be able to make those purchases for at least another year or so in my business, but I'm doing the research and the groundwork now. I'm going to bite the bullet with Wood and Wick Company and the pricing of where I'm at now. And I'm going to do everything so that this time a year from now, I will have a plan that I can share with you guys. You'll probably be off of my bullshit by then because who wants to wait a year for answers? But I am going to take you guys along in the process. I've already started doing some things. It's just like emailing now. So like, hold on. I don't have any answers, but there are options and I'm going to explore them. And that's really exciting for me. And I'm learning, and you guys have been really helpful. A lot of you even emailed me, which is really sweet, of like, oh my gosh, girl, someone told me I should move to the UK. And I was like really excited about that because they said that we would be friends. That'd be so fun. If Trump was still president, I probably would. I'm just kidding. But yes, so that's where I'm at. I am currently looking at Christmas, holiday, all the things. I even want to make a really fun New Year's candle. I don't know. I just think that would be nice. Like light it on New Year's, burn your old shit away type of thing. Because let's be honest, like 2021 is kind of like the brutal next day hangover or walk of shame of 2020, but it's okay. It's better than 2020. I don't know what my point was. I don't know where I went with this. If you have good holiday sense, please let me know. If you have any suggestions there or ideas of what you guys are doing that you're willing to share. If not, hold them close. It's totally fair. I don't care. I am really working on the pricing. I think it's going to be interesting. It's also interesting that so many of you are in the same boat as me. I hate that. I was hoping that you guys would be like, I'm crushing it. You totally missed this, you silly lady. Okay, I'm going to sign off now because I feel like garbage. I think that this video might be garbage. So thanks for listening to my rant, you guys. Thanks for listening to my update, non-update, what's next for Upside Goods. Keep leaving comments. I really appreciate it. It's nice. It's nice to hear from people. If you are a candle maker and looking to kind of connect on Facebook, it was so like, meh. If you want to connect on Facebook, we have the Candle Collective, and I send out emails every once in a while whenever I send you this obviously gold content of making a new video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.